Today we're talking about loan modifications and foreclosures. You probably heard one of our videos, short videos on the internet and podcasts. This one was discussing loan modifications and having been served with court papers as a foreclosure. Maybe you were served first and you haven't started your modification, or maybe you were doing your modification and you were served with your court papers. Now, the thing to know is this. First of all, you should hire an attorney to help you or represent you in the foreclosure. If you do not have the money for the attorney, this is the reality. If you have been served with foreclosure papers, or if you submitted for the Making Homes Affordable modification and then get served with foreclosure papers, in either event, the guidelines say under the Making Homes Affordable plan simply this: whenever a lender is reviewing you for a Making Homes Affordable modification, they are to suspend foreclosure proceedings. Now, they may not do it automatically. You may ask, well, hey, if that's true, how come I submitted my modification but I'm getting foreclosure papers? Very simple. The bank doesn't sue you directly. The bank hires an attorney. The attorney represents the plaintiff or the bank. The attorney is not in constant communication with the bank. So what happens? The attorney does what attorneys do. They move it forward. You're a foreclosure. The bank, well, the bank is doing the modification that you submitted to them. Unless someone from the bank logs into their system and tells the attorney to stop the foreclosure, the attorneys have no clue. Now, remember, attorneys have little incentive to prolong the foreclosure. They want to get done with it. That's why they were hired. So you, as a homeowner, knowing this, what you need to do is call the bank and say, look, I have submitted for my modification under the Making Homes Affordable. The guidelines say, well, you are reviewing it, you have to suspend foreclosure, yet you haven't suspended the foreclosure. I want you to get on the computer and contact the attorneys and have it done. How long is this going to take? The answer is it should take a couple of days. So what do? You call in a couple of days and you confirm that they submitted something to the attorneys, and if they didn't, ask for a supervisor. If the person tells you, listen, no need for a supervisor, I'll go ahead and do it myself, fine. Take their name, their badge number, or extension number, and again, call back in another 2 days. After that, certainly talk to a supervisor because your loan needs to be suspended. Now, it is possible that the supervisor or the rep tells you, look, yes, you're right, we will suspend it, but not before it goes to underwriting. Well, when is it going to go to underwriting? Well, once you get the whole package together and we review it and we know it's complete, we'll submit it over. At that time, we suspend it. Okay, well, when is that going to be? Let them tell you. You call on that day and you suspend the foreclosure. Now, the reason this is important is for those of you who cannot afford an attorney. The attorney is going to delay the foreclosure. The attorney will represent you if need be in the foreclosure. When I say represent you, that in the way I mean it, is if they had to go to court because you want to fight the banks on some federal violations or whatnot. Well, first of all, for the attorney to do that, they'll charge you extra. The representation for whatever price you paid, which is typically $2 to $3 grand, maybe a little more, is for them to fight the bank, basically to delay it, because ultimately the bank will win. 97% of the time the bank will win. And for you to even fight the banks, even if you have to go to hearing, that is extra. No attorney is going to go to hearing for you and fight until the end for $3 grand or $4 grand. Impossible. So understand that while it is prudent to hire an attorney, it isn't necessary if you don't have the money, because the actual modification itself will suspend the foreclosure. Now, if you get denied for the modification, they will then try to do a traditional modification. Meanwhile, the foreclosure remains suspended. If you take care and you make sure and assure that you get your foreclosure suspended, you're good to go. You can save the money for an attorney, at least until your modification goes through. Or if it doesn't, well, actually, if it doesn't go through, you may need to hire an attorney. If they approve the modification, well, then you're done, and they will no longer count you as late. although you'll actually be up to date again with the new payments. I hope that helps. So hope to see you on the next videos. We will be sending them to you over the next few days. And meanwhile, you can download all this information we have at our website. So good luck to you, and I hope this helped.